What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to United Facts TV 876. Now, in this video, guys, this is our first edition of our top 10, our weekly top 10. All right. So, in our weekly top 10, we will be listing out our top 10 players for the week. All right, as it relates to performance, gentlemen, on the pitch. All right. So, guys, smash the like button, turn on the post notifications, and most of all, subscribe and share if you are new. So let's get straight into this weekly top 10 video and let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, the first player that is there at number 10 is Malasia. Even though in this week he was, hit out of the starting lineup by Luke Shaw, but as a result of his performance prior to him being substituted and replaced as the starting left back, I think I will put him at our number 10. Reason being, in our starting 11, he is the one that seems to be off form mostly than the rest of his teammates, right? So I think he started off well, tenacious, raring to go, quick, right? Putting the balls in the box, up and down the pitch, all over the place. But for some reason, it seems that something struck his confidence and he lost his spot. So he is my number 10 player. So for me, it would be either him or Shaw at number 10. But for now, he's at number 10. Now, in number 9, I have Rafael Varane. No, reason being, you know, yes, he is one of the best centre backs in the world on his day. However, he kind of dropped off form this week, as it relates to a few weeks ago. He is a Rolls Royce defender, composed on the ball. He is good in the air, he's a good passer of the ball, and he's good at reading the game. But this week, for some reason, I think the 6-3 thrashing that we got had something to do with it. Yes, he came off injured, and for me, that is part why he's at number 9, because he got injured. So he did not play in our Europa League fixture, on Thursday. So that is why I put him at number 9. Not really because he's doing shit. It's just that he dropped off a little bit this week. Number 8, I'm going to put Mr. Scott McTominay. Reason being, yes, he played in the recent Manchester United. He did not play as a starter against Everton, but before that, he was in good form. He was playing well up until the Man City game, right? And yes, now Casemiro seems to be the favored CDM, which should have been the case from the beginning, but nothing happened before its time. But he was playing well, prior to Casemiro being, the favored CDM in the team. He was doing the simple things. He was doing as instructed. He was, passing the ball fluidly, and he was getting up and down the pitch. But as I said to you guys, the issue with McTominay is consistency. I have never seen McTominay rip up trees consistently. That has always been his issue for me. And persons say I have an agenda against him, but the proof is in the pudding, ladies and gentlemen. So let's proceed. At number 7, I have Bruno Fernandez. Now, um, again, Bruno is capable of being the best player in any team that he's in. However, for some reason, he just looks off it, in the sense that, he doesn't look like the Bruno when he just came to Manchester United. Probably because the style of play now is different and it doesn't revolve solely around him, and that we have other quality players who can make things happen now in the squad. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the squad is a pristine, supreme squad. There still needs a lot to be worked on. But however, in contrary to last season and this season's starting lineup, I think it's a little bit better than last year. So that's why I'm saying Bruno is no longer the standout player. So he's my number 7 pick. Now, at number 6 is his partner in crime, Christian Eriksen. Now, he started off the season very well, but now he's kind of dropping off. I think it's fatigue, or probably the oppositions are now finding out how Ericsson is playing. But however, he's still doing well. He played well today against Everton. Yes, because we played Everton at the time of this recording. Um, he dropped off in the fixture before this one. So that is why he's at my number 6 spot. Now, let's get to the top 5. At number 5, ladies and gentlemen, we have Anthony Santos, our new Brazilian winger. Reason being, he's on red hot form scoring wise. Still not yet the Brazilian Jinga style footballer that we saw at Ajax as yet, because he's doing the simple things at this point in time. So he's my number 5. And he's the first player to score 3 consecutive goals in his 3 first Premier League games. In his 3 first Premier League games. So that's a big achievement. And he's my number 5 because he's gradually, getting into the groove and building a certain level of chemistry with his teammates. So that's why he's my number 5. Now, at number 4, I have Diogo Dalot, for the reason that Diogo Dalot is our best right back at this point in time, and at this point in time, he's not doing much wrong, right? He was not at fault for any of the recent goals and so on and so forth. And he's a hard worker. He's good offensively and defensively. He's a very good asset to our defensive line, and he's key to our progressive style of play. So that's why he's my number 4. Now, number 3, the partner to Rafael Varane, Martinez. Reason being, he is consistent and he is a bulldog. He is aggressive and he is what we were missing in our defense, right? And again, he played a okay game, a game that is commendable from our centre back against Everton. Yes, he had a rough day against Manchester City, but you have games like that, especially against if you're going up against Erling Haaland. However, prior to that and after that, he showed us why he is possibly our best defender at this point in time. So he's my number 3 as it relates to the player of the week. Now, number 2, no, this is probably controversial. I have Anthony Martial. No, reason being why he's my number 2 player is because he scored 2 against Manchester City last week, and he scored also against Omonia, right? So for that premise, this week he's in my top 2. Now, in my top 2 because he showed his quality. He showed that once he's fit, he can make things happen. So that is why he's my number 2 player for this week. Now, he came off injured against Everton. Let's see how long he'll be out for. And that again is my issue with Anthony Martial. Now, number 1, the man himself, Mr. MBE, Marcus Rashford, is at number 1 for this week. So this week he is my player of the week. Now, he scored goals before the Manchester derby, right? He assisted one of Anthony's goal and he came on, ladies and gentlemen, and he played supremely well against Omonia. He was also a big contributor in the Everton game today. So that for me is why I'm saying he's my number 1 player. He got player of the month last month for September, and he seems as though he's carrying on that form. So let's hope Rashford can continue on his hot form. So leave your comments down below. Do you agree with my top 10 list, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know, but let's see. All right. Okay, people. So yes, that is my top 10 players of the week, right? Do you agree with my top 10 players? Drop it in the comments section down below. What do you think your top 10 is? Now, ladies and gentlemen, smash that subscribe button. Like the video, people. Turn on that post notifications. Share it with a friend. Thanks for tuning in to United Facts TV 876. Let's go.